Thursday!
They missed the beginning bit.
You're laughing, you mask. Your glasses bog up. Sorry about that, boys and girls.
They would have just heard Thursday!
We tried it, but we did it a bit early.
No, that's fine.
Anyway, I'm just going to pop my mask down there. Here we are, Thursday.
Oh, finally, it's
In Cup Week.
Thursday.
Have we had all of the weathers this week? I think
so.
I think so.
We definitely
We had a
have.
whole summer in one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a bit more of that. But it was good. So hello to everybody around the country. I have a sneaking suspicion Ian Perry, who said he was going to be in Mount Gambier, is actually in Adelaide.
The cheek.
Yeah, anyway. So, what are we doing tonight, Luke?
Spicy gin.
Spicy gin.
What's to do with spicy gin?
Well,
Yeah, what is to do with spicy gin?
that was
On the tea towel, that's what it is.
bad. Well, it kind of came about because we were thinking about the fact that we haven't sent out any gin packs with Mediterranean tonic yet. And
So it's about the
Hi,
tonic.
Liz.
not necessarily. So then I was thinking, what could we do that would be good with the Mediterranean tonic? And it came about the time when we got the spice trade 4 pillars in,
Yeah.
which almost perfectly coincided with us getting the Jodhpur in, and coincided with us needing to reorder more of our very regular ginger Mick. So
Right.
it was just that week, all of the
All of a
spicy
sudden,
gins,
bingo bango, we have 3
Yeah.
spicy gins.
and all the
Nice.
spicy gins are usually good with Mediterranean citrusy things. So it just was like, oh, let's just do that.
Alright.
Awesome. So this is part, for those of you who are not part of Gin Club, this is part of our Gin Club subscription. You can read about that on the website. Hop into it, Drinksmiths, buy it every month. Little parcel arrives in the post. Awesome. Or
Does-
gets delivered.
Yeah. Don't even have to buy it every month. It comes to you.
Just comes to you. Now, what are we starting with?
So we're starting with the ginger Mick from Little Lon's Distillery, which is our local.
Ian Perry, hello from Adelaide Town. And it also says follower anniversary. Does that mean 1 year anniversary?
Ooh, that's
Is that like a
exciting.
stalker anniversary? That's kind of weird. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Little Lon.
So Little Lon's been around for a couple of years now.
Oh, is it Little Lonsdale?
Yes, because they are just off Little Lonsdale Street at the top of the north side of the city.
Apparently the only one-story building in Melbourne.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, what did the building used to be? It was sort of like a brothel or something, or
I don't know. I don't
I think they made that
the
up.
rumours.
Yeah, there are some rumours.
I would
But
have made that up.
I
not
think-
me.
yeah, but they're the only one in the actual Melbourne CBD that I know of that are producing spirits. So when it comes to us talking about Melburnian gins, it doesn't get
This
much more
is-
Melburnian than this.
Yeah.
So it's just that way.
Yeah. So it's made with lots of citrus and a little bit of ginger, and it's kind of their homage to sort of Dutch style your neighbour. So
Oh, okay.
the idea of like a spiced
Yes.
gin coming from the idea of your neighbour.
So therefore it's not desperately dry. Who knows?
I didn't
Find out.
make it, right?
And we haven't tried it.
So it's not like
It's not very gingery.
it reminds me of the smell of your neighbour though. That sort of like
Yeah, okay.
nice warm spice but not overpowering.
I would say just have to have some water to start. Oh, and it's limited edition, so it's got a batch number and a bottle number and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's cute.
It's almost like the gingerbready with like a bit of nutmeg.
Yeah, there's an
Oh yeah, it is gingerbready, but not gingery. That's
No,
interesting because I was
yeah.
thinking it was going to be ginger as in root ginger.
And
It's
just like,
actually ginger almost as in dry ginger nearly.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I think there's a hint there could be.
Because that's the problem with, like, I guess, fresher
Right.
ginger. It's like
Green
spicy. Hello, Lisa. Oh, follower anniversary as well. We're starting with the
Ginger
Little
Mick.
Lon Ginger Mick.
Mm.
Lisa says, nice mouthfeel. Well, we haven't got that yet.
I have.
Oh, you have.
Where does it go?
There's almost a floral note on the nose.
They do use pink grapefruit. I'm wondering if that might be coming through as well.
Okay.
Oh, it is a good mouthfeel. Quite
Yeah.
right, Liz. That's delicious. Mm.
Do you know what they use for their base spirit?
Can't say I know, actually.
Mm.
But it's
No.
all of their gins that I've had are really good quality and mouthfeel. But that's
That's delicious.
I think all of the spices and the flavours in there are playing really well with the nuts. The mouthfeel.
Yeah,
That's yummy.
that's a delicious first thing.
Alright, I'm gonna put.
Are you getting anything else on the palate that you can think of?
I'm getting like a hint of like cardamom sort of a flavour.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've got something a bit green, but I don't know what it is.
See, I thought that might have been cardamom.
Green cardamom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm gonna add
yes.
some ice.
Oh, and you get some of that heat at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that being said, all of these gins are around 43%, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, okay.
They're all
a little
like,
bit punchier.
between 43.1
Okay.
and.
But it's not the
43.6.
alcohol heat
No.
I'm feeling, it's the spice heat.
Do you reckon they
Nice.
put it at a 43% because of the spices? The spice can kind of hold up against a bit.
I think that's
more of
probably
a
likely.
higher
I also
ABV.
guess that if you have a slightly higher ABV,
Yeah.
that slight spiciness at the back would pick up more, like the ethanol would pick up more spiciness at the back of the palate.
Okay.
You know, like it goes together sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. It opens up quite differently with a bit of ice.
And it goes a little bit cloudy too.
Bit of loosh.
Oh, it
A bit of
does.
noosh.
A little bit of
Oh,
loosh.
it almost becomes quite a bit more herbaceous.
Oh yeah.
I got a bit of sort of, is it coriander or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that with the bit of Cappy Dry, I think.
It's quite nice and savoury.
It is, isn't it?
See, I reckon Vivian and I were joking before about we'll have to run up and do something. Maybe that would work in a martini. You get ginger martini?
A ginger martini. Now that's not the worst I've ever heard.
How is it
Something like that.
Oh, yum.
Is it better with dry?
Yeah. It brings out some of the fruit flavour, like, but not necessarily in a sweet way.
Do you want dry or do you want med?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go with dry. I get nervous using med.
Can you pass me that?
Hello, Ross! Woohoo!
Ross is at home on the thick bench.
Woo.
Oh. Luke is putting in some of the dried blood orange with his, which you should have got in your pack.
Wow, it looks incredible colour.
Mmm.
Yeah, we're getting a bit better at we're getting it better at blood.
Liz
I'm gonna try lime.
says, I popped a strawberry in mine with a splosh of tonic. What kind of... Oh, yeah. Well, this tonic, obviously. I keep on thinking that, but we send them the tonic.
Well, they got both tonics, so.
Yeah, so
Cool,
we're
it's the
going with
dark.
the dry. And I've got lime in mine.
Oh, yummy.
Oh,
Oh, it's really good with blood orange.
I always think that dry makes it feel a bit sweeter.
Interesting.
nice
Yeah.
lime.
That with the blood orange is a dangerous, dangerous thing.
Josh said, yum. And then Ian said, ginger martini with a dash of ginger liqueur we had last year in spritz season.
Yeah, the Canton.
Oh yeah.
If there's any left, I mean, I'm pretty sure we drank it pretty quickly.
I can see a bottle right now.
No, I mean, it
Back it
opened
up.
An
bottle.
open bottle. That's
Liz
gives it
has gone with the Mediterranean. Said, yum.
okay. I think it's pretty I think it's more flexible than I would have been expecting. It's not as boxed in a corner. I mean, you've got blood orange, I've got lime. What are you going to go with, Eva?
Not orange. When I tried it straight, I thought I was going to go orange. But
I'm going to go with almost any of those. I really like that.
oh,
It's
maybe
delicious.
I'll go orange then.
Now, we have fresh orange because we sent all of the dried orange
To
to
you.
Ian has Canton. Can you please try it in a martini then? Thank you.
He doesn't have ginger Mick though, I think, because he's in Adelaide, not ginger. Yeah, no, give me
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
just at home, just like my gin. Oh.
that. When you get home, Ian,
If you feel inspired to...
yeah, give it a go and pop the results in on Facebook.
not bad with orange.
I'm finding the blood orange is really yummy.
That is really delicious.
Mm.
We've gone with 3 different garnishes, so it's pretty good.
Flexible.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's also like very flavorful, but not to the point at which it's like A, unflexible, and B,
Yeah.
overpowering.
Well, it's not... It doesn't... Well, because you can get a lot of flavoured gin, and this... I wouldn't call this a flavoured gin.
No.
It's got ginger as a main...
Botanical,
and
yeah.
It's really good.
I totally agree.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yum. Why haven't I had that before? Where's that been all my life? And it helps, of course, in that it's
Oh,
very difficult
no,
to get anything
we're-
delivered. We can just walk up the road and get it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we were like, yeah, we'll come and pick it up, and I think it's
Lyndon.
Lyndon there. He was like, no, I need to come down anyway.
So,
I'm like,
yeah.
Sure.
Because every time we organise a tasting, we always think, can we get the stock in time? Because obviously with delivery at the moment, it's really difficult
Can't
to
get it
receive
in,
stuff.
can't get it out.
But we thought, oh, perfect, we'll do Little Lon, and if we need it, we can literally just walk up the road. And we were going to do that, and we thought that was a great idea. And Linda goes, no, I need to come in and get something from you anyway.
We're like, are you sure?
We all
Thank
need to
you.
get out of the house.
So yeah, Lyndon popped in and came and bought things for their bar from us, and we
Yeah.
bought some gin from him. So
Yeah.
it all
Oh,
good
I tried
trade.
it.
That's
Perfect.
nice.
Yeah. Greg says Vermouth King's ginger, and this would be perfect. Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Alright.
And Lisa said I made some ginger syrup. Before we move on, where do we want to be drinking it?
I could drink that almost anywhere, anytime.
I think it seems to be a bit of an all year round.
Mm.
Yeah, I could drink that.
'Cause
Because
it's
it's fire. I could drink
It's
that.
pretty bright. You
Yeah.
could drink it in summer.
Hot
It's still
day.
fruity, so you could drink it in autumn and spring.
You could make
It's,
a long
it's
drink.
warm enough
Be
that you
nice.
can drink it in winter.
Yeah, I reckon
Shit hot.
all day, every day.
Yeah,
Really?
nice. And is there anything you would change about it?
I'm a sucker for ginger. I think there could be a kick more ginger.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. I was expecting it to be a bit more gingery. That said, whether it would then be as flexible and we would like it as much, I'm not sure.
It would
Yeah.
probably be moving away from being able to be an everyday gin and tonic. If you
That's
put
then
too
it'll
much
turn
ginger.
into a
Yes.
flavoured gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway, let's see what the others are like, and then we might have a different opinion.
beautiful. 4 spice trade. Who wants to go with this?
Yeah.
Did they do a collaboration?
Yes, so this is part of their 4th distiller series. And a couple of years ago, Cam, the head distiller, was over in Berlin and bumped into, he was at a big trade event in Berlin, and bumped into the guys from Stranger and Sons, which is one of the few gin distilleries in India, in Goa. And then not long after that, Stranger and Sons distillers won the first ever gold award for an Indian gin.
Ooh.
And Cam sent them an email to congratulate them, and this little email chain turned into a collaboration.
Let's red gin.
Well, it's like 2 gin distillers,
Cool.
you know, having a yarn. Obviously, because of COVID, they couldn't do it in person, so what they did is they, like, the guys over in Goa, like, sent spices and herbs.
Oh, okay.
And from what I understand, Four Pillars sent some back, and they both tasted and went, sort of organised what they wanted. So
Right.
it's funny that it's called Spice Trade, because if you think of, like, Red Spice Road and Spice
Yeah.
Traders,
They-
stuff
they
like that. But
trade
they
spices.
they were physically trading spices, because it's got, like, bits of turmeric and Indian spices in there, as well as, like, Australian finger lime,
Yeah.
black cardamom.
And they've got the, is it the gold?
Tepal, which is the Goan version of Szechuan pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a green
Like
peppercorn.
In combination with macadamia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it brings both the Indian flavours and the Australian flavours together at once.
Cool.
Kind of like,
Sort of like a gin cricket test.
I have no idea what that has to do with cricket.
I don't know. Australia plays cricket. India plays cricket.
And that is all they have in common.
You're like, yeah, that's the one.
No.
Lisa says, oh, it's got a beautiful texture, and then bites your tongue. And then Kelsey said, an amazing story. We do love a good story.
We do love
Behind
this
a good
story.
gin.
We do.
You can actually smell
Especially when people listen.
the, like, the green peppercorn and the turmeric a lot.
Wow. That's really different. Gee, it's bright though. It's really. This
That's
would fix
really
it.
nice.
I like the addition of the black cardamom, which isn't, because there's, like, quite a lot of cardamom in Australian gin at the moment, but a lot of it's green cardamom, which is that sort of like
Which is what I sort of tasted
in here, yeah. Whereas this is very clearly that black cardamom, that sort of nutty, pungent, almost truffly smell.
It's really well rounded as well. Like, it has a really nice round ending to it. I think.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
cardamom. Woof.
But it goes like a roller coaster. It's got like 4 or 5 different palate points
The
there.
black cardamom is my favourite in that.
Mm.
And the finger lime comes through a little bit
Yeah,
at
you
the
get a
end.
bit of finger lime. And like that lemon myrtle I can taste.
Mm.
Wow, which I couldn't smell. I couldn't smell the lemon myrtle.
I
Maybe I
wasn't
can now.
I wasn't expecting that.
Not me either. No.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh, I wonder how this.
Mm.
I don't know.
I
Like,
just salivate a little bit.
This is actually, for me, bizarrely, given that I came to India, this is actually more of a winter drink tasting to me. Can I have some poison?
I don't know that I could drink that
This
neat
is a bit posh, having ice in
the bowl.
the bowl instead of a plastic bag leaking on the floor.
Melissa said great curry.
With curry?
Just great curry. The curry.
Gin.
Well, they did
Gin
also
curry. I'll have a gin
release,
curry, yeah.
when they released this, they also released a curry powder that went with it. You
Ah.
could buy, yeah, which I thought was quite cool.
Oliver.
Well, the ice really brings out some of the warmth and the the chili heat.
Mm.
So nice. It has a lot of the sort of very dry spices.
Yeah, and you really get it on the top of your palate. That's a Mediterranean one for me.
Yeah.
Mm. That's what I was thinking. And I think I'm going to go.
It's almost a little bit bitter at the end too.
That's why I was thinking orange.
Oh, Melissa
Oh.
said curry flavors on the palate.
Oh. Yes.
Whoa.
I wasn't sure about it by itself, but with a little bit of tonic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's delicious. I only got orange. I still went orange with it.
Pretty good with lime, but I guess it would go well with orange too. It is
Would
four
if I
flavours
could
after
get
all.
Would if I could get it in the last. Mm. It'd be interesting to see the difference because with the thing with fresh garnishes is that that's actually what I can smell. Whereas I think with the dry garnishes you don't get so much
doesn't-
of the smell of the fruit.
It doesn't take over.
Yeah. That's delicious.
Yummo. I'm more of a fan of that in a gin and tonic than I would be, like, in something else like a martini.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be a bit too strong.
I
for
also
me.
don't know that I can see it in a long drink. Whereas I can see the ginger mink.
Oh, see, I get that in a long drink.
Greg has said weird, but I want to add something salty to it.
I get that.
What kind of salty?
Like an olive.
Salt.
Just, well, yeah, you could.
It's
Legit.
been done before. Mm.
Ooh, Lisa said I'd have lime and cucumber with tonic.
The tonic is bringing out the juiciness and it's now I could drink that in summer.
Not bad with blood
Yeah,
orange
I
too.
agree with you.
Mm.
Cucumber would be good. That's an interesting thing.
Cucumber
in which case,
would be good.
In that case, borage might be good. We did dry some borage flowers in our current testing with dehydrators. And borage flowers are these beautiful, pretty little things. And then you dry them and they're not so pretty and tiny. That was a complete waste of time. I just watched it and went, zzz. I went, oh.
Yes, they turn into about the size of a pinhead.
A bit too subtle, I think.
When do we want to be drinking this?
Well, Luke was just saying now he can have it when it's summer because it's
Well, with the
opened up
tonic.
with the tonic.
The tonic
Yeah.
makes it almost a summery drink.
That's true.
Mm.
I think it's a bit autumnal.
Yeah, autumn or spring.
Mm.
It's this sort of. It's might be okay now, but it's going to be cooler in the evening kind of
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good afternoon, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nice. That's not a morning gin.
I reckon if you made it in
No breakfast gin.
a no, but I still think they could do a long drink.
Yeah?
Mm. Big glass, lots of tonic. We take a lot of garnish because it's got plenty of flavour.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And what would you change about it?
I don't know that I'd change anything much, really. I don't know that I'd put much more in it, like the ginger mix. We wanted a bit gingery, more
Yeah,
gingery.
yeah.
I would actually say I wouldn't mind it dialed a little bit back. Just a bit.
Or even have something like the flavours slightly more prominent. Or just like.
It's just, I found there was a lot going on that
Yeah.
was a bit quite heavy to drink on the rocks.
And hard to decide what
Yeah,
you're
not
getting
not
from it.
not a gin I would have on the rocks.
No. Whereas the ginger Mick, I could quite happily drink that
Yeah.
over ice.
Oh, I just realised that they say it will be G&T garnished with lime and a pinch of salt. So, Greg, you're actually kind of on the money.
Nice.
Quite.
There you go.
That's tasty.
That is tasty.
That was good.
I was expecting these to be a whole lot more in your face or
Wow.
aggressive or. I don't
The
know.
next one. A bit more. Well, I guess because that's the thing, we think of spice and then we think of chili. And like burny hot.
No, but I was just expecting them to be more spice forward than they are actually. I think they're quite restrained.
Yeah, okay.
That being said, I think a lot of people making flavoured, more interesting gins, heavy flavour profiles, because they're more
Yeah.
likely to scare people away.
That's
When-
true.
Gin is still a very growing category, so you don't always know who's going to receive your
But we
gin.
were just discussing that before we came on air about the fact that Eva had just sold a particular gin, not one of these, but with a particular profile to somebody, and it was a new gin that we were really keen on. You'll more about that later. And he said, "Great, that'll be a good place to start." And she thought, "Oh, I knew he was starting. Maybe I would have started in there."
Now, we've moved on to the Jodhpur spicy gin. I'm going to recommend don't put your nose straight into the glass really quickly. It does have a fairly large amount of chili, and chili will evaporate with the ethanol
Yeah.
and can like really badly burn
Your
Okay.
nostrils.
your nostrils.
Well, we found with this one that, especially when you put tonic and stuff in it, it had a pretty good balance.
Yeah,
And that's why we got it in. And this one's from Spain, yes?
yes.
It's a very pretty bottle.
So Jodhpur is a Spanish company owned by Bev Chain, I believe, and they also made a London Dry that's very traditional London style.
Yeah.
And this one they really wanted to sort of just make a tribute to the idea of really traditional Indian spices. And stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Actually, you can smell it without putting your nose in the glass. You can
Yeah.
smell it. Yeah.
Liz said, love the chili, and Lisa said, OMG, Jodhpur turmeric.
Yeah. Now we
You
did.
can smell that
What-
turmeric. You can really
yeah.
smell the turmeric.
When our rep
that
came in,
dryness.
we as soon as I saw the chili gin, I was like, I'm very tempted. But I know that when you add tonic, sometimes
Yeah.
it can make you like if it gets trapped in
Too
the
much.
carbonation,
Yeah.
it can make you cough. And so we had to taste it because we've had some chili gins before that were quite aggressive with tonic.
Yes.
And we tasted it and we were like, no, we'll get it in.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
And
So
some of the chili vodkas are just like waste of time.
gin as well sometimes. But
Oh wow! I can't believe how much turmeric you smell in that. But I get the whole texture of the turmeric. You know that real dryness turmeric has.
Yeah.
it's also,
Yeah.
also the chili isn't just spicy. It's kind of the chili's being not just spice, but like that capsicum flavour.
Yeah, that's
Capsaicin.
yes, every time. Forget the word.
Like green jalapeno almost.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
Like that really crunchy green capsicum.
The gelatinous.
Gelato.
Gelatinous.
And yeah, I did work time
Yes.
where we used to do pickled jalapenos and a chef wrote on it with really bad handwriting. The J looked like an S and the P looked like a D, so it looked like a jar that said salad on it. And now whenever someone goes, would you like some jalapeno? They went, salad.
Josh said,
I think you had to be there.
Josh had said, hopefully not tonic water tear gas like the Fossies. Is the Fossie chili gin
So
really
the Fossie's
chili?
chili gin is really chilly and it has a lot of uses, but with certain
I
tonics.
think I've never tasted it.
Oh, you have tasted at Christine's house and we all had a coffee fit for 20
Oh yes, that one. Yes, I have. Right.
It was just something to do with the carbonation picking up the chili oil.
And it goes. It goes both ways. Up.
It goes
And
up
down.
your nose. Yeah.
Where's the sinuses?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna sit this straight. It's got good texture and it's got good spice.
Whoa.
Yeah, there we go. That's why I was like,
And
woo!
it's really, it's not.
It's juicy.
It's juicy. It's not that really bitey, aggressive. I mean, it's quite punchy. Don't breathe in when you sip it. Advice. But it's punchy, but it doesn't do that thing that's just like
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not
doesn't grab
a
you by
sucker
the
punch.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Really
pretty,
nice on the tip of your tongue.
yeah, right at the
Really
front.
good warmth, but
Mm.
you just like really taste it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put some ice on this and see what happens.
They got the job done with that. They
I
went
like that.
chili, yes, we will do that.
But not vicious.
No,
And it tastes a bit of green chili and a bit of red chili. I've not had one that tasted green chili before.
it was got juniper, coriander, angelica, cumin, black cardamom, and angelone seed, ginger, chili, black pepper, white pepper.
Oh.
Oh, it's got actual white pepper in it
Yeah.
too. And also the cumin is coming through as well.
Yeah.
Did you want some of that?
Well, that's interesting.
And
We
some of
get
that.
cumin and we get the we got the turmeric and there isn't actually any in there. Maybe it's the white pepper you're getting.
That being said, they don't always list all of the ingredients.
No, I know.
That's true.
Otherwise, you don't have to make it. Anyway,
Doesn't get you, Arthur.
We made it at home. Joshua said about the Flossies, it's fantastic, but not with the tonic. As I said, love the chili flavour too. Delicious.
this is good on ice.
Oh, it is good on ice. I like it better on ice.
Like, on the nose too, it softens it down so you can get it.
Now you can put your nose in.
Yeah.
The juiciness comes through. There's like almost a bit of like oranginess to it.
You got pepper on the palate.
You do.
Oh, once you put the ice in, it definitely becomes more white and black pepper.
Yeah.
What kind of tonic? I'm gonna go
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean
Woo woo. Me too.
and I think a bit of orange.
Orange.
Yeah, I thought the same. I'm doing that.
Great.
Bit of off-screen.
That was me just
Sitting
butchering.
banded out.
What are we thinking? How do we
I'm
think?
thinking the challenge is that all you can smell is, as usual, all you can smell is the orange when you first put it in.
They just said I popped in some pomegranate
Oh,
and
now I got it.
strawberries.
I got it then. Pardon me.
I actually put my tonic in and swirled it slightly just to kill the first. I know that sounds silly to like flatten your tonic,
No. Sounds like a good
but
idea.
with chili.
Right, let's try that differently, shall we? Sorry about that, boys and girls.
Oh. I mean, still, chili and tonic, risky business, but yummo.
Different.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Guys,
That's good.
But also the black pepper with the orange is. I can see chili and orange, but black pepper and orange I'm gonna pick.
That would be a long drink because you could put a lot in there, couldn't you?
Yeah. Like,
But when
holds
it's so
flavour.
spicy,
Yeah.
definitely holds its flavor.
oh yeah,
Did you just put dry in there as well?
yeah,
Oh, mix.
yeah, I just went half and half.
Oh, alright.
Okay, I'm in.
It just tones down some of the rosemary in the Mediterranean. Yeah, because it's got kind of a lot of that rosemary oil.
Yeah.
Joshua said yum with pastrami.
Yum with pastrami.
More like
Excuse me.
pastrami.
Breathe out and then drink in.
You'll learn Monday.
No, I was doing it in between. I just forgot momentarily, and then you go, whoa.
Yeah, try not to inhale the fumes of this one. It will make you pop.
Yeah. No,
Particularly
I
the white
if
pepper
I,
doesn't
if I
help
breathe
too.
out and then
Yeah.
drink, it works.
Joshua said I think red meats in general might go quite well.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be having anything delicate.
Actually, no, but that would be good with like a really fatty pastrami, prosciutto, salty, fatty.
Oh yeah, that's
You know those really heavily cured meats?
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
While we're in Spain.
Indeed.
Nice.
Some nice olives.
We have some nice olives.
Mm.
Wow. This is also not a morning gin.
No.
I also,
That's yummy. Not a morning gin.
I also dare say that
might be my last drink of the day.
that might also go really well in
Yeah.
cocktails too, because it could
That's
stand
what I
up
was
against some sweet liqueurs and,
Okay.
you know, like
So what are we thinking?
bit of Cointreau, the orange,
Yeah.
that sort of gig.
Okay.
Don't know where else from there, but
Yum. Yeah.
Yeah.
you'd almost like make it.
I don't think we've ever had.
Nice.
So one of my favourite things is spicy margarita.
Oh yeah. Could you just?
But just
Is it
swap out your tequila for
Oh,
the
that'd be good.
Jodhpur. lime and Cointreau,
Yeah.
and then it would bring all that chili.
And it's like how people, like
And
somebody came in the
dash
other
of
day.
salt
to
would be good too.
Get the, what's the chili thing that we have? For their spicy margaritas. Just be
The anchovies,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
So I usually put Tabasco in mine. But that could also probably take salt as well.
Yeah. Yum.
You know, become really quite savoury.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to be tasting anything delicate after this. That's why I'm saying this is the last drink of the day.
Andy said it could make a good Bloody Mary? Question mark.
Oh, because
Ah.
you normally put chili in.
And love cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be more interesting.
That would be more interesting. That's a good get. And then some gin and tomato juice. I've got some tomato juice at home.
There's a saying going
Actually, no.
dark chocolate.
Now that you've said it,
Oh yeah, dark chocolate.
Bloody
Last
Mary.
drink of the day with dark chocolate.
Yeah. It's like
I'm with
chocolate.
you. Chili wine.
linked their orange dark chocolate.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
so good with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yum.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm.
Is
Well,
there anything you change about that?
changed me not remembering to not breathe in. I changed that.
I would go back in time.
Honestly, not much.
It does what it says on the bottle, really.
It says spicy, and it's
It's
spicy.
certainly spicy.
It is, absolutely.
And I looked it up, and most people recommend it with orange, and that was a good choice.
Yeah,
That's
orange was
yellow.
good. Orange is good.
But I dare say it would probably take quite a lot of citrus because it's got so much of its own flavour. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got chili
Okay,
and
this
pepper
is
and
slightly weird. I can see watermelon.
Oh, I have people put like chili on watermelon. So I'd love a good like chili and lime kind of situation.
Oh, I think I might get aggressive for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That white pepper just might knock you off with the lime. I don't know.
oh, I see like salty margaritas, sort of salt, spicy, lime.
Yum.
I don't think we've ever had three gins that have been so different from each other. You know?
I
Yeah,
think we've done tastings before where we definitely had things that were just like completely different. But I also think these do
Yeah.
three different things.
Yeah.
It's the-
Yeah, very much.
Like the ginger
Well, I
meat,
guess that's it.
in
I
terms
can't
of
really
like,
compare them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think the ginger Mick and the Jodhpur are my favourites over the spice trade.
Same.
I think the spice trade was a bit too much going on.
I think ginger Mick I would like go for an everyday kind of G&T. I'd be like, I want something a little bit tasty, a little bit interesting.
That's
think
the
if
most
I-
flexible.
If I had that on the
Yeah.
shelf and I was trying to decide, I could always imagine that would be something I would enjoy.
Yeah.
So I would never look at the shelf and go, oh no, I don't feel like that
that's
today.
it,
I would
yeah.
happily feel like that
No.
all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean. I can see that going with all sorts of things and all sorts of. It wouldn't matter what tonic you had particularly. We had it with different tonic. We had it different garnishes.
Yeah.
that was the
we
most
would go good in a
flexible.
cocktail,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was
like a
the
sweet
most.
cocktail or a dry cocktail, like it could
Yeah.
do.
That was the most flexible, wasn't it?
That's a,
Yeah.
yeah. I think with the Jodhpur, it'd be like, do I feel like that today?
Yeah.
No. You have
I
to
think
feel
on
like it.
certain days.
There are
probably
days you might not be up to the other.
Yeah.
Oh, also, like in the middle of summer, when you don't, maybe it gets too hot at night, you don't sleep too well. That is the first drink of the day might just kill you. I know it would like. It's like come the heat of summer and it's just like super spicy.
More
but it's just
sweating.
like, oh yeah, more sweating.
No. I think also the fact that you have to really sip it. You can't just.
Throw it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it more of an evening or a winter drink for me.
That being said, the spice trade was better than I was expecting with
Yeah.
tonic. It was good with tonic.
I
But
think
I
I'm
guess-
surprised.
But
Even
ginger mix was the best one on its own, I think, for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think though that Four Pillars is more likely to have their gin put into a gin and tonic.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
It's a bit more of a middle of the road thing.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm surprised by all of them. They're good.
Yeah. So what did people think at home?
Lisa said last one is my fave. Nobody else said what their favourite was.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah. No.
Okay.
Do you have a favourite ever?
I think mine's ginger Mick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
A bit more
do a
flexible.
lot with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I also do like that it tastes a bit like a Geneva. Like it's a bit spicy, a bit warm without being
Yeah.
really oaky and heavy.
You can make it savoury. You can
I'd
make
be
it
really happy to sell that to somebody now. Not that I wouldn't have before, but I really didn't know how to sell it before. Whereas now I could say,
It's with
Like
a
you
concern
do.
if it's going to be too spicy gingery.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. That's cool.
Beautiful.
That's cool.
Well, what are we doing? Well, okay. So,
Couple of things coming up.
next week we do not have a tasting. Oh, Kelsey has said ginger beer for me too. So, yeah. So we don't have a tasting next week because we are out of lockdown again. So we go back to our usual every 2 weeks shenanigans, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So the week after that,
On the 11th.
the 18th.
18th, sorry.
On the 18th, it is actually Australian Gin Week. So
we're going to have gin in store.
So we're going to do lots of gin in store because we have lots of open bottles of gin.
And we thought there's also the other thing is some of these bottles have been open for corporate tastings, so haven't actually been on our Facebook Lives or public tastings. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little Australian, a gin night for Australian Gin Week.
Yeah.
And we're going to pull out pretty much all of our open gin stock and have a little gin night. So everyone can come and we'll have a whole accoutrement of tonics and mixes and garnishes.
And you can make it up yourself.
And we can all come and play.
It's not a tasting. Everyone can have a play.
It's a gin night.
And you can get the tickets for that on Drinksmiths. Now, the other thing that is happening, changing around here, is that Miss Eva is leaving us. She is running away. She is dead to us.
So this is actually, we could have said this earlier in the tasting, but this is actually officially Eva's last tasting before she goes on a very long road trip around Australia.
Well, yeah, kind of,
and then who knows what.
Goodness knows.
So it's been fab. We wouldn't have done a lot of these tastings without her. It's been fabulous. Well, she will be missed.
Indeed.
And we'll all have to run around at the last minute and do things instead. It's really annoying, really. So she can go as far now that she's decided. No, so it's been fabulous having you along for the ride.
We'll be sad to see you go.
We will be sad to see her go. So yes. So tomorrow is her last day.
In terms of good things to come.
So good things to come. We've
next month.
Pinky Flinky's on the 18th.
And next month,
get your tickets on Drinksmiths.
For the first Thursday of the month, we're doing
Gin Club.
Coastal
Gins. So this is very exciting.
So we thought, what are we going to do when it comes to summer? We thought it would be appropriate to do some summer,
drinkies.
Summer things. And we were looking at the gin, and one of the gins that we've been waiting to get in is the Beach Box gin from Mornington Peninsula, made by the guys at Phaedrus Estate.
Which we discovered and is an absolute bomb on oysters.
Yeah. So we've been waiting for that, and we finally ordered it and got it in, and that kind of has inspired most of this tasting. We've done maritime gins before. A lot of them are kind of inspired by traditional Scottish gins, whereas these are very Australian.
Coastal gins.
So we've got the Taylor and Smith dry gin, which is flavoured with the abalone shells.
And hue and pine.
We've got the Beach Box gin, which has got Mornington Peninsula driftwood.
It's been distilled with driftwood in it.
And then we've got the Coffin Bay coastal gin, which uses multiple different types of coastal herbs from Coffin Bay.
Yes. Yeah. Now, in excitement, what we are going to do, because we realise that then the following month is January, because the year has just disappeared of its own fundament, is that we are going, and a lot of people will be away. We personally hope to not be here running things around in boxes and none of you will be there to get it. With any luck, you'll be allowed out of the house. Is that you will get your January Gin Club delivered with your December Gin Club. Yeah. And so we won't do a tasting, we won't do an online tasting. We will provide you with tasting notes to go with the January gin. We will do a tasting online for the December gin, and we will then include Gin Club, and we will include tasting notes for the January Gin Club.
Yes, indeed.
And then we will be back in the swing.
And have we decided on January Gin Club yet?
There's one that we're not sure about. So we've decided 2 of the gins, but the third one we're unsure.
So it's a New Year's surprise.
Yeah.
So, which is always good. We love a good New Year's surprise.
But it does include one of my absolute favourite gins. So I'm not going to tell anyone yet until we've released it.
Do you hate that? Yeah. We have got hardly any days to do tastings left in the year. We've got hardly any time to deliver things. So we are putting some posts online about when cut-off dates are. We will be delivering in the CBD up until Christmas. We will be delivering in the rest of Melbourne. We won't be taking orders after the 10th. Is that right? After the 10th of December. And we won't be able to deliver interstate after the 1st of December because it's just too hard.
Also, all of the corporate tastings that people have been booking recently, we've been providing quotes and timings for. I'd like to remind everyone that those are Australia-based, and we actually can't really do internationals, particularly November, December.
None of the people watching will be silly enough to think they can do it.
But
So
I just thought
there's a lot on. We have, as always, a huge gift selection, so we can select gifts, we can send them, we can do all of that, but you do need to get in early.
Yeah.
So, good gins. Liked those.
Yamo.
Awesome.
And without any further ado, we will see you on
Thanks
the
very much.
18th.
And thank you very much, Eva.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eva.
She's gone already. See, she just
Bye.
Bye.